You are live.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm going to be going over social media today. So, how many people here use social media at home? Just raise your hands. Okay, barely. Who uses another platform other than Facebook? Okay, that is good. What platforms are you using?
Facebook and Twitter.
Okay,
Twitter.
and just Twitter?
Just Twitter and Facebook. I'm trying to do Instagram. Emphasis on
Trying
horribly attempting.
Facebook. Okay.
I've stopped that texting.
That's my platform.
That's my platform.
That is totally okay. So with social media, it's also platforms like Reddit, WhatsApp, Telegram, Weibo chat. So those instant messaging, you can also call those social media because it's a form of communication. So in the world, we have 3 billion people that have access to internet every single day. 2 billion get on social media. Not necessarily every day, but they have access to social media. So why is it important for any type of cause or social movement? You need to be able to communicate, build awareness, show your authority on the subject. You guys are supposed to be the authority of this field, correct? So you need to demonstrate that with being able to communicate your ideas fast, quick, over a broad span of people. You also need to encourage engagement because you want to pull in new members. Social media is the way to go because the younger generations, they have a goldfish memory. So 2 seconds, they're saying that the newer generations are going to have an attention span of 5 seconds.
Wow.
If you do not have their attention in that time span, you've lost them. So you need to be able to engage them how they understand. Twitter, that's how they get their news. 1 click. They see it, they go. You need to provide support for new members because there's going to be people who are like 2 hours away from here. They're like, hey, I want to get an event set up. What do I need to do? You guys need to contact them and tell them what they need to do. And then staying relevant. So staying relevant means you have to be consistent. You have to be, current and conscientious.
Take your time, don't worry about it.
It's hot in here.
Pizza.
Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna put the fan on.
We'll turn the fan on.
Everything functioning is good. I'm learning.
So being current means if we have an event right now, things need to be going on social media as we're speaking.
That's what I've been saying.
So like if it's like 20 minutes after the event, that's okay. Let it slide for now. But going forward, you need to be better. It needs to be up immediately. Like Snapchat filters. The younger generations, thank you, that is awesome. The younger generations are using Snapchat. Making Snapchat filters is very easy. And it's just like, so if we all took a selfie, we could choose a Snapchat filter and be, yes, California, for a background or something.
So wait, what's that? What does that mean exactly? What are you talking about, Snapchat filter?
So Snapchat, you know Snapchat, right?
Kind of. Is it for photos or?
It is. And
Yeah.
so you can take a picture and then you can send it to all of your contacts in Snapchat, or you can send it to like direct contacts. Just like sending a mass email,
Right.
which is moving away. This is literally just a picture and it disappears after 24 hours. So you're gonna take the picture and then send it out to whoever you want. And then these filters tell your location, or they might have a cute little message like for the holidays, like Halloween just passed. So they might have little pumpkins or skeletons.
Oh, and you want to put independent California or some CALEXIT CON.
Yeah, and every time there's an event, like if you're in a convention center, like you need to be designing new ones.
How do you design it? Where do you design it?
YouTube, that's gonna be your best bet for a tutorial
Okay.
for making it quick.
Damn.
And YouTube's another social media platform. So like all the videos taken today, those need to be going on YouTube as well. Not just a website and not just getting sent out through email.
And what is Snapchat important per se? It's just to to keep people interested in your movement? Because you're not really advertising anything, you're just sending maybe a picture of this set. Is that to engage the people to follow you? I mean, to...
For this situation, I wouldn't necessarily say it for that, but if it's in a convention center, then yes. This would be more of a situation where it's like, oh, hey friends, look at what I just did. Because this is in a home and not like in a public space. You also wouldn't want to geotag your filter because this is your home, and you wouldn't want people being like, oh, I know where Daniel lives, I'm gonna go there. So you just have to like evolve. With social media, it's projected 25% growth every year for the next 5 years.
Wow.
And so you have to stay on this.
PG-13. We got kids to watch.
So that's staying current, consistent. You're posting. You need to start posting every day, 2 to 3 times a day. And it doesn't all have to be on the same platform. Yeah, I know you hate me now, don't you?
Yeah.
So like one post on Instagram, one post on Facebook, one post on Twitter. Because of the algorithm settings with Facebook, they're going to block you if you post too much on their site. Also with Twitter, you're going to have to start being careful about political posts because the CEO of Twitter this week announced he was going to be taking off political posts from Twitter. So don't know yet if it's just in relation to the election or if it's going to be all political movements. So only time will tell at the moment because he didn't really clarify.
So would we fall into that as a nonprofit?
So to be careful what we post, man. Just try not to make it look political.
No, but we're really not political. I mean, we're a nonprofit. It's not about political. It's about a movement.
On my own personal account, I've posted pictures of like Trump and all this, and I put like a Nazi meme under it, and they blocked it.
Oh, you bet.
Damn.
Yeah, you have to start being careful about those types of postings. Not just because you don't want to get kicked off social media, but it's also going to reflect on any type of movement you're involved in. Your personal posts can reflect badly upon this movement.
Wow.
Oh God.
Looking at you, man.
Yeah.
Looking
So-
at you, man.
That's
Aside
I
from
see.
being,
I'm looking at you.
this goes into my next point, being conscientious about your posting. So you have to stay on brand at all times. Even if it's a personal account, it ties in. Just like if someone works in an office, if they post something that's off color on their personal account, they can get fired or have actions taken against them for the personal account. Bosses, employers, they can all see your personal accounts now, and it is legal for them to ask for your password and your username.
What?
And you cannot say no.
Wow.
What?
Yes. This happened a couple years ago. So just something to keep in mind. So with the age demographics, social media usage in the US. So this is Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. By the way, there's over 65 different social media platforms. So I just picked 4 that are very common nowadays.
Thank you. It's not confusing us totally.
So walk us through this. What is these numbers you're showing us?
So for Facebook, 74% of Americans use Facebook daily. Then 17% get on some percentage of the week. And 9% get on maybe once a month. Same with Instagram, 63% daily, 21% weekly, 16% less often. Snapchat, 61% daily, 17% weekly, 22 less often. Twitter is 42% daily, 29 weekly, and 29 less often. But the thing is, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter are newer platforms than Facebook. So yes, Twitter is the second oldest out of these, but the Instagram and Snapchat is the younger generation. So this is your target audience that you want to start pulling in.
Instagram and Snapchat.
Yes, and these are growing in usage.
Got it.
Oh, so these numbers you're showing us today could be different
In a week, 2 weeks,
or 2 years from now.
yes, they will be different in 2 years.
And you're proposing, if I'm understanding you correctly, please correct me if I'm getting this wrong, that Instagram and Snapchat you're saying are going to be eating up a larger amount of the American attention in the near future.
Yes.
For the youth, but for the younger crowd, you're saying, right?
So older people follow the trends of the younger. So when Facebook first came out, you had 16 to 22-year-olds using it. Now we have people who are in their 80s, 90s using it because they want to stay relevant and they want to stay connected to their friends and family.
Right.
So the same thing's going to happen with Instagram. It's going to happen with Snapchat. Twitter, as we can see, even a monkey can use it. And
I'm not. You just like made
Let
me
her go,
look.
let
You
her
made me
go.
lower the monkeys.
Let her go. Let her go. I don't want to get sidetracked. Okay.
the big problem with people that are older, like Gen Xers and above, is because it's new. It's very easy. Like doing a quick tutorial, and you can be a whiz at it, no problem. It's just that fear of the unknown. So, Twitter followers. This is something I really wanted to talk about with you guys.
Damn. Oh, dude.
This is why social media is important.
Holy
This
shit.
is just Twitter. But you guys are beating Care Bears. That is
It's national.
National is the Catalonian separatist movement that's going on right now.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
man.
Yeah.
No one's on it.
We're beating Catalonia.
But they're up for their next referendum. So their promotions and advertising is about to get a revamp.
We're in prison. Yeah, right.
So this is something like any type of social movement you can think of in the last 10, 12 years has been because of social media. You have the Arab Spring in 2011, Scottish referendum in 2014.
Right.
You also have the protests in Hong Kong, Moscow, Chile, all of those. The women's marches, the impeach Trump movement. So
Yeah, but CALEXIT America, do we know that?
These are other ones.
So your branding, the branding is not unified. So I searched, when I was doing my research, I was trying to find CALEXIT, and these were the names that popped up, and these were the most populous ones with followers.
Okay.
So there were worse numbers.
Guys, we gotta step it up.
16,700 CALEXIT's kicking IC's ass.
That was all of 2016.
Okay.
That's all 2016
Okay.
numbers.
Keep going. Keep
Okay,
going.
good. No, that, by the way, that's very interesting, really, the statistics on that.
So with the usage, the thing is, 90% of 18 to 30-year-olds are using social media. 82% from 30 to 50. And then when you get to 50, it's almost 70%, 50 to 70. And above that is 40. So the numbers are good. It's just you have to take advantage. Like all ages are using this. You want to start pulling in the younger with the newer social medias. And then you also want to keep your demographic that you have going right now as well. But I think you guys are going to be on a good roll if you get started on it now.
So would you recommend those 4 to start with? I mean,
Absolutely.
That you said, yeah.
I would actually recommend all of these.
Pinterest too?
Yeah, Pinterest. Yeah, because with Pinterest, you can get an image and link it back to a website.
Oh shit.
And then you're getting another viewer that way. You might be getting the mommy bloggers who only get on Pinterest. They might click it and be like, oh, what's this? And you've gotten someone else.
What's that one with the cat?
What is Pinterest exactly?
It's a bunch of pictures.
Is that Snapchat then?
No.
No.
These,
Posted pictures.
yeah, pictures, recipes. It can be a whole lot of stuff. You collect things, like ideas. So, like, if you want to redecorate your home, then, oh, I like that pillow. Oh, I like that arch. That's what Pinterest is mostly used for.
And you send it to other people?
No, you can keep it private or you can send it to other people.
We're so like.
The one with the cat, I am not sure. I think this is a Chinese social media. This one.
Basketball.
So these two are some of the more obscure ones.
I've seen the top row at all.
This is Behance. This is an artist website. So Behance. So you can actually get people that that'll work for you to do projects
Oh, sure.
for art. Like they put their stuff out there to get freelance jobs.
Oh, wow.
Do they do like the design, website design and stuff like that? Is that also part of it?
Some do,
Oh.
but it's mostly for traditional art. So you'll get the logo design, or if you want T-shirts.
What's the alien looking one, right? The two alien ones, right?
This one?
That's Reddit.
Both of them, yeah.
This is Reddit. CalExit should already be pretty
There's
active
some.
on Reddit.
There's some.
What's the other?
Snapchat. This is
That's
Snapchat.
one.
And it's a ghost because the messages disappear.
It's a ghost.
And then Tumblr is no longer existent, and Google Plus is no longer existent. So you can ignore those as well.
What if you're trying to recommend to a group of mostly 40-year-olds or older? Oh, you have more. Never mind.
No, I don't have more. I'm trying.
Uh,
I was trying to find this one.
You're recommending to a group of people who are 40 years old and older, and hey, you need to move into doing social media. What top 2 tips would you have for these people so that they could get thousands of people moving at least in the right direction? It's going to take a while, but like I'm always telling people, take a photo. If you don't have a photo, it didn't happen.
Yes.
So what tips would you have for everybody just to get us quickly moving in the right direction? Not saying it's going to get us all the way there, but
First, breathe. It's not scary.
She's looking at our faces. We're probably looking like we just got the
We did. We're like, we have no idea.
YouTube's going to be your best friend as far as doing tutorials, because a lot of times you have someone explaining, and then you can also see, they'll do a screen share. So you can actually see what they're talking about. You don't need to pay to take a class to learn how to do this. That's just going to be a waste of time and a waste of money. Go on ahead, just use YouTube. And also feel the flow, see which platforms work for you. Like, they're not going to work for you the same as you. So pick what you like and go with it.
So you're saying for each of them, like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, if we want to learn about how to post, how it works, we get tutorials from YouTube. We go and check that out. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, or so something my dad always does, he always comes to me. He's like, hey, how do I do this?
Yeah.
So find like a cousin, a sibling, a friend who's in a generation below you, who's more familiar.
Yeah, that's what we've been trying to find, but we're all so bad at
We
it.
all gotta get us step up on it.
Any tech questions for Christine?
So I mean, like when you post, it's so weird because when we post something, some of it like it'll have like 20, 30 shares and a bunch of likes, and then the next thing that we post is like no shares, and a couple likes. How do you know? How can you tell like what's?
Are you using hashtags?
No.
So all your posts need to be using hashtags. You have on Instagram, you have a maximum of 30 that you can put into the box. But that's going to help with the analytics and the metadata and getting it seen by more people if you're using hashtags.
On your Facebook, on all of them. On Facebook and
Mostly Instagram. Facebook, you're going to have to get creative with how you send it out. Like, that one's a toughie.
But on Instagram, you got a hashtag and all.
Got a
Yes.
newbie question for you. Can you explain hashtags, please?
So the pound symbol,
Yeah.
it's been commandeered and it's now called a hashtag.
Yeah.
And you put a descriptor. So if I took a picture of Cody and I was like, cute fluffy dog, and just put it as that without a hashtag, people are just going to be like, oh, well, that's a really basic description. But if I put the hashtags, then the different groups and previous tags with cute, fluffy, or dog, he's going to get shuffled into those groups. So the people that are looking for those tags, they'll see his photo.
But is that how YouTube is too, when they ask you to tag it?
Yes. So you need to be, with social media, you need to be tagging everything.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna
Couple of-
change.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
A couple of interesting, remember I was telling you that Facebook kicked me off a couple of times. Well, it's interesting, the 2 times were different, and then I did something the 3rd time that did not get me kicked off. Well, the first thing I had done years ago was, there's this person who's got this meme with the swastika swinging. Outside the swastika is Trump, inside the swastika is Hitler. I had that up with some background music, and it had been there for about 3 years, no problem. All of a sudden, they kicked it off. So it was something that they kicked off after a number of years of having it on. Now, the thing that recently got kicked off was a meme in which there's this female Trumpster going like this, and I put "See Kyle," and they kicked that off. I took that same photo again, and I says, doesn't this look like a Nazi salute to you? You might want to know that Facebook took it off when I said this. It's still there. So you
Well,
have to be
So the
aware
thing is, the
of
policies
what
are
their
going to always
censorship-
change.
Yeah.
So the
what
reason-
censorship,
So the reason why you got away with that years ago is because they were more lax. They weren't censoring people for political commentary, anything. And that was like big issues that Facebook had. Now, because of everything that's been happening with the fake news and people putting up the false reports, they're taking off anything that can be incendiary. So I put something up when he won the primary, and it never got touched. It was his picture in a Nazi flag. Never got touched. But I did not use a swastika, and I did not use any of the wording.
Right. They changed the wording and it got by the censors.
Exactly. So you have to be aware of that, but it's your personal page.
No more of that, buddy.
Yeah.
Or I'm booting you from the page.
You also need to be careful because of that.
Various things.
You can't be doing that. If your page is going to be connected with any type of social movement, it will reflect badly. Say in 10 years, they come back to you and they're like, yeah, well, he said this. This is pretty bad. So maybe he's not going to get this position, or he's not going to get elected in. So, you see.
And so I have a question on how the algorithms work on these things. Are they all the same? Is it that if you have more views, more likes, how do you get on top? It's kind of like search engine, right? When you do a search engine thing, there's the top ones because of relevance to the top, whatever. But how do these work in getting you more viewers to see your page? Well,
So
that's Instagram, but not necessarily Facebook.
all the algorithms work differently. What I can do is I can send an email to Marcus with some links on different sites, how they explain it, because it's not something I can just tell you real quick. It's going to be a lot of reading.
Send us the links.
It feels like each of these platforms is like you need to take like a college class for it, you know?
When you're on like Instagram and then you're on Twitter, when you go and like comment and like on other people's posts,
Mm-hmm.
does that in turn, they can see that, would that in turn like have other people on that commented on there also?
Everybody can see what you posted on Twitter and Instagram. There's no way to keep it secret. Even if you're posting on like your mom's wall on Facebook, all of her friends can see what you posted. Unless she has an option saying she has to approve something before it gets posted.
But if we posted a comment on someone else's post, would our feed and they liked it or something, would they get our feed on theirs more often now than say not commenting? You know what I'm saying?
Commenting, yes. Go on ahead and comment as much as you can, because that's going to get you out there. And it'll probably be like